what happened. Deck the halls with your face.
Ow.
Deck the halls with 40 friends.
So how was y'all's Christmas?
No.
No,
Void.
like the Venom villain?
No, as in families in financial troubles, and we didn't do anything. And because we knew we weren't doing anything, we felt we just weren't in the spirit. So we ate steak and potatoes that night.
Also, Cody, here is something you might enjoy. Here's a fun tidbit about one of your favorite Star Wars actors.
A fun tidbit?
Wait, if I could... Tidbit. Wait, let me just...
Opening the link.
No, I embedded it so you don't have to open it.
That is, without a doubt, the coolest thing I've ever fucking seen.
Holy shit.
That is so cool.
For audio listeners, Ahmed Best, who plays Jar Jar, talked about Char's counterattack, and Cody being a big Star Wars and Gundam fan, I figured would like to hear that.
Man, because like technically, didn't they do it first? The lightsaber or the light? I mean, yeah, saber.
Beam saber.
Beam saber, yeah. Like Gundam. I mean, the beam sabers have existed for a while. I think like Gundam and Star Wars was like the 1-2 punch of like it becoming a staple in pop culture. This is like during this was like a prequel inspiration. I think.
Yeah.
What did Todd do this time?
Todd.
Howard.
Todd McFarlane. Howard.
What did Howard do? What?
No, Bryn Daniels just playing Fallout. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus, sir.
You, dude, Microsoft always be screwed up. I thought we were having. We had to like, switch.
When somebody yells Todd in all caps, I go into panic mode.
Lightsabers came first.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, 78, 79.
Oh, yeah, 79, 79. Yeah.
The Gundam looks way older to me, though.
Well, it was also like
it's old anime versus film.
It's an older anime, and I think wasn't it lower budget at the time, so they probably leaned on older techniques a lot more.
Yeah, it was like that sounds about right.
And no, when I say budget, I don't just mean money. I also mean time and personnel.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oftentimes when people say like, "Oh, it's a budgetary issue," and it's like, "No, it's not just about money." It's like, yeah, no. You also have to budget your time and your personnel and your resources. That's also part of budget.
Air dates. Air dates is like, we've been seeing this a lot of the One Punch Man. Have you guys? Yeah, where it's like they like the way they scheduled the show is like they didn't have enough time to make it look anywhere competent. So
one PowerPoint, man.
PowerPoint. Garo sliding. Let me go find the PNG.
I was just about to do that same thing.
Yeah, here it is. Here's the GIF.
That is straight up cabbage territory.
It's rough. I like it. Even the most popular anime and mangas in the world still can buckle down under the pressure of goddamn anime production.
You do know what I mean by cabbage territory, right?
I actually don't.
Okay, so there was an anime in the mid-2000s that got a lot of backlash because they animated a cabbage and it was just a green circle. And as a response, when they went to DVD, they hyper animated the cabbage. They went back and redid that scene, and now it's kind of a running joke in a lot of like comedy anime that whenever you're cutting up cabbage, it's like the most detailed, beautiful animation possible.
That's amusing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a meme. It's just like an animation meme. It's like, haha, cabbage.
Cabbage.
I think it might have been KyoAni. Was it KyoAni? I don't think it was KyoAni.
Sounds like something KyoAni would do. They put a lot of effort in.
Oh wait, have you guys? Boygo, I shared with you the JoJo thing, right?
Part 7, you mean?
Yeah, part 7, yeah. Because they
I've been seeing bits and pieces of it. I haven't seen the whole of it.
Yeah, basically March 19th, they're doing a 50-minute preview episode. So like one 50-minute special to like kind of, and then I assume it will going to go weekly from like April onward.
Hey, if it's weekly, that's good for that's better on Netflix.
Way better. Oh, and I'm way better for the production crew too.
I
also just love that there's a lot of it. I don't know what that's the green circle. Okay,
that's the cabbage.
The green circle, yeah. And there was a really funny line in the trailer I want to show. If I can find it. I actually don't feel like looking through all the never mind. I'll look for it later.
Damn, you're just giving up like that.
Hey, you got me motivated again just by like insulting me. Okay, I got it.
Damn, you're fucking Nero now?
Yeah. Okay, I found the line. Yes?
I have good news for the end of the year. Good tidings.
Oh my god, tidings?
Did Logan Paul die?
I wish.
No, why would you say that? Now, no matter what I say, it's going to pale in comparison. Why would you fucking set me up like that?
Say it.
Nearly 900 acres bordering Yosemite were returned to tribal ownership in a historic land transfer today.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Also, I posted the line I was laughing about.
I mean, that's his line from the manga.
It is, yeah, but it's just really funny to see it animated.
It's the Southern Sierra Miwok Nation, for anyone curious.
Oh, yeah?
Good for them.
Always good to have good little bits of good news in the midst of hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what keeps it going. Jesus and Jehoshaphat.
I think that's a good segue to say, hello, welcome to the last modular components of the year. Woo!
I mean, this will be we uploaded in the end of the year. Hello, I'm Blingo.
Hi, that was Cody.
He's right.
What are you left?
Sticking to the walls right now, hoping nobody notices me so I can go unannounced.
Simeon!
You got me.
I got it. Hey, I'm Buster. Welcome to We're Just Gonna Vibe. We're gonna talk about some of our favorite things that happened recently or at the end of at the whole year. It's been a rough one, but hey, hopefully you can stick around to vibe with us.
Yeah.
We survived another one, and we should all be thankful.
No, that was November.
I'd say. That was November. Yeah.
Look, jokes. I got them.
Jokes. Anyway, now, Simeon, do you want to talk about the Pluribus season finale now?
It's good. I liked it. Funny last line.
Literal bombshell at the end. Literal bombshell. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Power Man 5000 showed up?
Sure did.
Close
I'm
enough.
holding to my opinion. This is a stronger first season than Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, especially at the end, I'd say it really does get you excited to watch more.
And I didn't go and look at the discourse myself, but Buster told me a little bit about it, and I'm just gonna say, if you got upset at Carol in the last episode, you don't understand writing.
Yeah, sometimes characters will frick up, and they gotta learn their mistake, and then go back to all right, time to finish what's done, what must be done, And it's also I saw a lot of people being okay, to get more context, Carol and one of the other survivors of the hive mind, Masus, Masusus, yeah, they meet, and Carol is kind of very dismissive white woman, for lack of a better word, to him, as she's kind of being brought into the hive mind propaganda at this point.
He's halfway there, and he shows up, and he has not given them the time of day at all this whole time. So he's fully out.
Yeah. It's a very interesting scene, argument, especially because of the communication, because both of them speak different languages, so they had to use a phone to translate over, and there's moments where one person will talk too fast, and they're the other person's slow down, and I thought that was a very interesting conversation.
And it leads to, for a little bit, Carol just fully buying in as a way of backlashing at him, and then we get half an episode of them being separated, and then her realizing oh, no matter what I do, these people are going to try and screw me over, so I have to try and save the world with this guy I may not like.
Yeah, it's a very, very compelling dynamic, Especially because at the end she brings the atomic bomb. I have no idea what they're gonna do with it, but literal bombshell. You got me, Vince. You got me.
I think either the show is going to end on her setting it off, or it's just going to be there as a sword of Damocles the whole time of like, if they get too close, this is my failsafe. I will not become one of them.
Yeah, I think it could go either way.
It could go full The Stand.
Yeah, we'll see. Just great finale, great episode, just a great show. Very excited for season 2. Glad it's already greenlit. So we will hopefully see the continuing adventures of Carol and the Hive Mind very soon.
The continuing adventures of the disaster lesbian.
Everyone's favorite little Borba.
Hey, guess what got fucking leaked not that long ago, Buster?
What got leaked?
A fuller, complete version of Resident Evil for the Game Boy Color.
Oh, I saw like bits and pieces of that. Oh, that's crazy.
The near final state.
That's crazy.
What?
Okay. In the 90s, Capcom was going to try and port Resident Evil, the 3D PS1 survival horror action game, to the Game Boy. It was a canceled project.
That's a big deal.
And it was a canceled project, and it was always the like.
Thanks, Buster. I never would have realized.
Good job, Buster.
Oh,
we're proud of you. But essentially, big thing, big undertaking. It's always been like the things of like rumors and legend of, oh man, what is it like? And then, like, a couple of years ago, a leaked version of, like, a prototype alpha build happened. And people were like, wow, this is actually, like, fully realized to an extent. It actually works. This could have worked. And now this came out, which is basically a full version. It's, like, almost feature complete.
Crazy, like, how they bit crushed this PS1 game into, like, is the Game Boy even 8-bit?
Technically... I think technically it's 16, but it can only function as 8-bit due to certain limitations of other components.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Because technically the Game Boy Advance is 32-bit.
Big step up. And like the Game Boy hardware is like, that was like all throughout the 90s. Like they barely upgraded it besides the color stuff. And even then the color stuff just added color. Like, so.
It bumped up the processing power just a little bit, but not by much.
Yeah. Yeah. God, weird week for games in general. Like, I mean, for every one of this, there's like 5 other horror stories. Like that's been coming out. So, like as we approach the end of the year, just shit's rough. All creative industries. I mean, I feel like that's an understatement. Oh, things are rough. Oh, tell me something I don't know. But still,
tell me something I don't know.
Okay.
You don't know how much I love you.
Exactly.
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Also, speaking of like cool Game Boy like ROM hacks, actually that isn't a ROM hack, but like I want to talk about some ROM hacks. So there's a Boingo. Do you know what Pokemon Too Many Types is?
Yes, I've been seeing you talk about it from Alfred for a lot this week, my dude.
I only talked about it like a couple times.
Yeah, but I have a good fucking memory.
Okay, well it's like this is basically like a ROM hack where there's too many types. There's like 80 new types, and it's like bullshit, fun RNG shit.
That's too many types.
That is like look like let me find the chart. There's a chart. Okay, I found the chart. Is this the chart? No wait, let me look. Let me go find the chart. But like, point is like, and the cool thing about this is the last ROM hack they did of this, because it's too many types too. The last one they did was a freaking that was just Emerald with too many types and new Pokemon and just like different Pokemon from different regions. But this one is like an all new story, like new jokes, new everything, and like new quality of life features, even new protagonist sprites. So it's like, oh, they put their extra work into it. Yeah, I really enjoyed playing through it. Although the funny thing is, they worked on this game before Pokemon Legends ZA when Greninja got a Mega Evolution. And they already designed a Mega Greninja, so there are now technically 2 Mega Greninjas, one unofficial and one official. So, hey, I guess that speaks to how popular Greninja is. because he is one of the most popular Pokemon of all time. So I don't know, I just wanted to briefly talk about that. It was a fun time. How are you doing, Cody? You're approaching the end of. We're all approaching the end of the year. How's your year been?
I am indeed approaching the end.
Oh God!
This is where Cody announces his terminal cancer diagnosis.
Yeah, no. God.
Oh, I wouldn't do an announcement. I would just like tell you. I
You
would just say it.
you would just waste away and die and make us all wonder what could have happened.
Yeah,
Just-
or I might.
just
I
one.
don't know. I've always thought about that. We ain't gotta go.
That's too dark of a joke, fellas.
It's likely. I've been all right. We're getting settled into the apartment. I haven't had time to but I gotta.
I did help. I
Yeah.
did help you
The puppy's
move.
a lot of fun. He did help me move. Not too much else. Got to build a cool. I got a Lego Christmas tree, but like one of the big.
Ooh.
It was a lot of fun building it. It had a lot of extra pieces left over because it's a 2-in-1. You could either build a Christmas tree that's like almost a foot tall, or two and the two Christmas tree builds. But what I didn't understand about it is that it's essentially like you could build. It's like two different styles, but like the bits that are left over are like little decorative bits. So I just customized it. And then the remaining spare parts were pretty substantial, so I made and then I made a Christmas cannon with a heart on the front of it. Looks like an old Civil War artillery. I got a cool PBS shirt that says PBS is punk. Maddie got me.
Hell yeah,
Nice.
which they are.
I got a vintage Winter Circle Jeff Gordon micro NASCAR car.
Hell yeah.
Which I have a bunch of them. They were fully die cast. Bits. I'm really glad it's like perfectly. A lot of the Winter Circle stuff tends to yellow, which it does have a little bit of yellow, but with it being in a sealed card back, and it's like smaller than a Hot Wheels card back, it's like the tiniest. With it being in there, the car is perfectly preserved, and most of the Winter Circle cars, because I either got a bunch, like they're all from my childhood, like my baby childhood. And I either got a bunch in like a single time because I know I used to have the Jeff Gordon Speedway. No, the Jeff Gordon Speedway was Micro Machine. Because they got I think I got like a specific set that was like the starting lineup for a race because they made a few of them where like it was not all the racers. So I never had a Jeff Gordon. I only ever had like 15 of them, but they all kind of like lost a lot of their paint time. So it's a perfect Jeff Gordon car. It might
Hell
be,
yeah.
No, it couldn't be my favorite, because I got a little glass crab. Maddie got me a little glass crab from my aquarium. And like I cannot overstate how tiny it is. It would sit on a penny, on a dime, any kind of change you got. It would sit on. I'll have to take a picture.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, though, sick today. I was supposed to go see. I think it's some sort of
It is getting quite cold.
I've been dealing with a thing like that all month. I only just really got rid of it in the last couple days.
See, Maddie has been dealing with. But like, I felt fine today. I just had like a splitting headache almost. Well, no, I had a headache yesterday. The headache remained. Like I got like this. Oh, and I played the newest expansion for Warframe, which might be the best expansion yet.
Hell yeah. Actually, speaking of like kind of sci-fi live service games, I recently watched a bunch of videos about Destiny. Just like, man,
That
I'm
wizard
not
came
gonna
from
play
the moon.
I did okay. Yeah, I heard about that meme. I'm not gonna play the game because even if I wanted to, they just completely remove. I just want to rant about the content faults because like, why did they? That's so stupid. Just like honestly, at that point, just make a Destiny 3 and just put all the new stuff there. Why did I don't know? It's dumb, dumb. Like just like now, and apparently they don't even have access to the stuff they vaulted because they deleted it all for whatever reason.
Yeah, they've made a lot of really grand mistakes with that
Yeah.
franchise.
And apparently now they're doing like just Star Wars bullshit, and I'm like, I mean, I like Star Wars, but Destiny and Star Wars are kind of like different things, you know? Why we? I don't know.
They're kind of like different things, and they're also but
Yeah,
the way that they're doing the crossover is it's one of those games that doesn't really need to it. It kind of
yeah. Like it just kind of turned into any other like Fortnite live service BS.
yeah.
I'm just kind of like, I just kind of grown to just like be like, man, I just want a story game that like it only gets updated for performance shit, and I don't want anything added to the story. I just want like one story that's finished from front to back, and maybe some multiplayer here and there. I don't know. I'm becoming a curmudgeon is what I'm basically doing. Like I don't like all this like
Well, you would
FOMO stuff.
love Fallout 4 and
No, I wouldn't. I tried Fallout 4. I don't vibe with it. I'm sorry, Cody.
the game's been broken for a year.
Oh.
Like Fallout 4, just
Did
whatever
they
version
fix
you
it?
own. They released an update that quotation mark fixed it recently when the came out, and the fix was like just removing the stuff that broke it in the first place, and then added new breaks to the game.
God damn it. Has the TV show been any good? Because I heard that's basically the only reason they did the anniversary edition.
Both episodes that are currently out yesterday, and I think the second season is
Ooh, that's good. That's good. I already
really
watched
good.
bits of the first season and I liked it well enough. But like, I need to like rewatch it and then watch season 2. Because actually, I do kind of vibe. I kind of vibe with Fallout. I just don't vibe enough with it to just. I also haven't played New Vegas, which is the most popular one.
I mean, you could always try out one of the earlier CRPG ones.
Yeah, I have been considering that too. I just need to just lock in.
If you want to play something that like gets Fallout the best, and you don't want to fuck with a bunch of games, just go for New Vegas. You'll probably have the most fun. It has probably the most, or like the best like gunplay maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's a better game than Fallout.
It is on sale. It is on sale. The Steam sale's happening right now. I could.
I mean, all you have to do, but Buster, if you need any more convincing, you could always watch the 500 video essays made by trans women about how New Vegas is so good.
All right. Okay. I knew it was coming. I'm just, I just. So I was like, all right. New Vegas brought up. Well, when is Boingo gonna make the joke? It's weird. Actually, I think the only New Vegas essays I've watched are from cis white men. So that's very ironic. Yeah.
It's one of the most worthwhile, like the characters in that specific Fallout have some of the
even just hearing like bits and pieces from like other people, I'm like, this does sound like the most like compelling story wise Fallout game. But like I will play it for myself eventually and I'll figure it out.
Hey, the gap was rizzed from the start.
What? Cody, that was such a sudden turn. What?
There's a brain rot version of the intro to New Vegas that's out there.
Okay.
The game was rigged from the start. Is one of the first.
I haven't.
You haven't played it, we know.
Oh, I haven't played it. I just heard things about it, and I'm just like, I would probably like it based on the things I've heard. So,
the game, my favorite thing about New Vegas, probably like. Because it was at a time where like I'd finished Fallout 3 and then New Vegas came out, and I still hadn't experienced a whole lot of like true freedom to do stuff early that would change how the game. And without spoiling anything, there was just a moment that I just naturally, I just so happened to have the right person with me, because I really clicked with the follower, and I just happened upon an and doing so led me to the ending of the game anyways, but I did something early, and it was a moment similar to if you've seen Clan in Redemption 2 and like everyone just lasts them. It was something similar to that, and it just felt good, and like I can't, and like I saved, I looked it up, and then found out I actually could carry on then.
Hell yeah.
Recommended
with the Willy Wabbits. Wascally Wabbits. I don't know why.
Oh, Wascal, you're a rabbit.
Whoa, alright, buddy.
Why I yada.
The latest update in Warframe allows you to canonically cheat on one of the
that's right, we're gonna cheat.
1999 romances.
What?
I mean, like, yeah, I'm not even joking. I'm not gonna do it, but like,
don't pull a Persona all romance.
Don't do a Persona harem route.
Yeah, I didn't even know Warframe had romance. I'm like,
I played it for a while without knowing that there was part of that. There's so much shit. There is so much shit in
Seems like
Warframe.
I played like only like 5 hours of it on the Switch when it came out for the Switch One, and I'm like, this seems like a fun game.
Let me see if I could look up how long it would take.
I mean, like I probably wouldn't 100% it. That's not my thing. Like, but I would want to like.
It's not a game that compels you to do so.
All right, that's good.
For true 100% completion, this is a never-ending goal.
Damn. Let me look at how long to beat. They have like some good estimates.
I've seen things that range from like 300 hours to 500 hours to 50.
Oh, 500 hours just for a solo run. Okay, never mind. That's crazy. That's a big boy game. That's a big boy.
It's more like there's so many different.
Yeah, and it's like I got stuck at one part. I already got like stuck at one part, and then I'm like, I don't know.
They've tried to do their best.
All right. Well, maybe I'll go back there.
Warframe had this issue for many years where like people couldn't start it without having someone guide them through it. And even as recent as like 2 or 3 months ago, they added a free quest. Everything they do is free, but they added a quest that gives you a free gun and teaches the mods.
Oh.
This year they finally added a fucking thing that how to mod. Like one of the first things that I saw that like made me like stop playing for a minute is I opened the mod menu. So,
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. We're just locked in.
Okay. Locked in, bro.
Yeah, I saw like 1,000 things. But I saw 1,000. Felt like a period.
I definitely want to give. There's also many other games that I want to give a try before I go back into like the live service mines. But maybe I'll give. I want to give Warframe another honest to God go. So
yeah.
I mean, I need something to just like. I like shooty bang bang games that I can just vibe with, and like Fortnite is no longer fulfilling that niche.
Yeah, Fortnite's also doing a lot of other shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like that. That's why it's no longer fulfilling that niche. It's like, I can't ethically do this anymore.
I mean, here's the thing. Epic is bullshit, but I'm still getting the free games because they have to use their own money to compensate those games.
I think I missed out on all the free Christmas games, which is a shame because there's some good ones I really wanted.
For Christmas, they gave out Disco Elysium.
Yeah, and I missed that.
Which, by the way, people, free is the only way you should ever play that game.
Yeah, that's why I'm pissed I missed it, because I'm like, god damn it. Yeah. Did you see what their next Zaum game with all the people who left is called?
What do you mean? Okay, what are you trying? Because there's like 5 different projects from that implosion. Zaum has already announced like free free like something free radicals, which
Zero Paradise. This from Zaum, like Zero Parades. Spot. What is it called? I'm trying to figure out. For Dead Spies. It's like that's. I don't know. I there's something about the title that like pissed me off. I forgot which was it. Yeah, I forgot what.
But then, like all the other people who worked on the game went and made their own studios, and they're making their own thing.
Yeah, so it's like it's we'll see. We'll see the actual successor to Disco Elysium very soon. There is actually a Disco Elysium like book from like 2013, Sacred and Fire. I've been thinking about reading it, but I'm like, I want to play the game first.
Zero Parades for Dead Spies is the one that Zaum is working on.
Yeah, I just forgot. Something about that title pissed me off initially. Maybe it was like a marketing
because here's the thing: when they first did the teaser trailer, Dead Spies was changing because it's like thematic and everything, and one of them was free radicals, and everyone was like, "Is this a reference to the fucking actual leftist that you stole the IP from and kicked out of the company?"
That's what pissed me off. Yeah, I remember. Sorry, it's been so long.
Let's see. There's another one being made by Longdo, including Martin Luiga, Disco Elysium narrator, a couple other developers from Bungie and Rockstar announced their game Hopetown. It's funded on Kickstarter. Kinder and other Zaum developers are Dark Math, are developing Tangerine Antarctic, previously known as Triple X Night Shift. Summer Eternal, founded by the writers Previously worked with Dark Math and Longdo, but left these studios due to internal conflicts. And they're making their own game. So basically, the writers worked with both of the previous ones, and then left both of them because they and made their own thing.
Anyway, we should probably let Simeon talk about something, because they've probably been spacing out of all of this gamer talk.
I was literally just staring into that Magic Eye poster that you put in the chat.
Magic Eye?
He's talking about the type chart.
The type chart, yeah, for Too Many Types 2.
Anyway, you said my name? Sorry.
Yeah, talk, buddy. What do you want to say today?
Okay. Well, it's been a bit of a year. It's been a bit of it's been a wow. But there are 4 things distinctly that I think have been very good for me this year. Number 1, I got in my own place finally, and that was a bit of an abrupt transition, and it definitely took some getting used to, but it's been nice. Number 2, I came back to this podcast because I realized what I hated about YouTube was just all the fucking work. I never disliked hanging out with my friends, and I love my friends, and I love you guys, and I love this show. And I hope to do it until the day I die. Number 3, just toy collecting. Toy collecting is always good. It's always been a good hobby for me. It has its ups, it has its downs that, of course, come and go with money. But, there's been some good stuff this year. And number 4, the Superman movie. I mean, it's probably a very, lowest common denominator thing to say, but you know what? Media-wise, that was the highlight of my year.
Respect? No, it was one of my highlights in terms of films too.
I agree. It was one of the strongest films.
Yeah.
Strongest feelings. The hope.
The joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Made me feel like a kid again in ways that most movies don't.
I guess I could. Here's the thing about all the 2025 stuff. I've either made a video about it, talk about it on this podcast, or I'm planning to talk about it very soon. So I feel like I've already exhausted, all the stuff I really liked for this year, I've already talked about it at length at some point. So I'm because I always be yapping. So it's weird.
That's the tagline of your autobiography. Always be yapping.
Yeah. But I guess I can try to narrow down some highlights of the year.
Yeah.
Tokusatsu, I mean, Toku was ups and downs this year, but I think it ultimately ended strong enough where I like where we're heading into next year with. It was one of the more interesting years in a bit, but for better or worse. But I still think, despite all the turmoil behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, it's we got through it. So I don't want to get too into it because I have videos planned on all the shows, like Ultraman Omega, the Kamen Rider Blade 20th anniversary stage show was awesome. Gozudra's gonna get a couple more videos. Zets will get the video in September when it ends up. So yeah, just lots of good Toku, despite all the bullet holes. Movies were very fun this year. I don't want to my second favorite movie of the year. We're going to talk about in a month or so. So I'll keep that hush hush on my opinion. But there's a reason I recommended it. We'll just put it that way. Neja 2 from China was amazing. That was my favorite movie of the year. Holy shit, that was an awesome movie. It's very tailor made with my interest in mind because it's basically just a Chinese shonen anime. With Asura's Wrath level visuals. Here, let me go find a really good post movie. Look at this look at this pretty movie. This is a very pretty movie. And the English dub was alright, although I don't think Simeon would like it. So just watch the original language version if you so choose to watch Neja 2.
I do actually want to watch it. I almost watched it yesterday, believe it or not.
Yeah, it is on streaming now. It's on HBO Max. The first one's all over Tubi and YouTube if you want to catch up with the story. Although Neja 2, there's a small recap. And Neja 1 isn't the best film, but it's still really good, and it makes you appreciate the leap in technology and storytelling that Neja 2 does. again, marvelous film. Like when people say a film like it's well constructed, it has wonderful visuals, just everything I could want from like a big blockbuster like this. Of course, Superman was amazing. Sinners, we've talked about it multiple times. Sinners was great. I finally watched the new Knives Out recently. Wake Up Dead Man. That was a great like little mystery film that like explored Christ stuff.
Explore Christ stuff.
I'm sorry. Naked Gun was. I mean, it did. It did.
No, it's just the plainness of which you said that.
That's how you market the God Delusion to Gen Z. Is you just re-release it with that title.
Explores Christ, God damn it! Even like jokes aside, that movie, like Josh O'Connell was so good in that movie. Basically playing like second protagonist to Benedict Blanc. It was great. I hope I get to see him in more movies very soon. Of course, the Chainsaw Man Rize one. I don't want to like. I love that film a lot, but it's already like a story I've experienced, just like told in a animated format. But it's a really good animated format, and it's still like one of the coolest films of the year. But it's still like I don't feel like talking about it as much because it's like well, it's like I've already seen it, so like. But it was really cool for everyone else to like, especially like the way they did the adaptation was really sick with like the music and shit. Naked Gun, hilarious. I love the Naked Gun movie. Y'all need to see that at some point. Like even if you haven't watched the original ones, like go watch the Liam Neeson Naked Gun. Like it's crazy funny. Like there's a scene with a snowman that goes so hard. That's all I'll say.
Whoa.
There's like okay, I don't want to say too much. Of course, K-pop Demon Hunter is probably the most popular film of the year. That was a fun time. And then, like, kind of in between movie and TV special, this was like a TV special. The Elephant from Adult Swim.
Oh yeah, the Exquisite Corpse.
The Exquisite Corpse. No. Okay, so this has 3 creators: Pendleton Ward, Rebecca Sugar, and Ian Jones Cordy, and the guy who I always forget this guy's name. The guy who made Over the Garden Wall. Here I also Patrick McHale. They each did like basically a 7-minute chunk of the a story that like interconnects with like similar themes, and it's just a great time. It's wonderfully like animated. The ending, Patrick McHale's like segment is crazy good, but like all the segments are good, but like there's something about Patrick McHale's that really hit a very nice emotional core. So it's only 20 minutes. It's on HBO Max if you want to check it out. Highly recommended.
I feel like any one of these people, you could literally flip a coin as to whether or not they're a YouTuber that reviews technology or a character in an indie film.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Anyway, Elephant's great. I mean, these are all established cartoon creators, so God, I've died. There's so much cool shit this year, but I'll let before I move on more list. Boingo, what did you like from this year?
I'm trying to fucking find my goddamn incompleted media list on Bluesky because like my brain is just not thinking of things.
Can you tell us about the Kramik books? Because I was hard pressed to come up with any.
Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Yes!
Is probably one of the best comics in goddamn years.
The way it uses the medium of comics is so good, awesome, man. Like, let me go find some panels.
It genuinely is like, it is doing gangbuster things with just the functionality of comics and how we engage with the physical form of them. Like, it is the one comic I say, no, you need to read it physical. It is not the same experience reading it digital. In most comics, I'm like, read it digital. It's fine. This is like, no. You need to physical that shit up. Here we go.
Yeah, I got the trade paperback. And like it hits different, like on the trade paperback. Like,
oh yeah, we had Dan to Dan season 2 this year.
Yeah, I need to catch up on the manga, but like I saw the bits of the anime I've seen is great.
And a Dream Barbecue came out this year. Fucking phenomenal piece of surrealist adventure gaming.
Yeah, and he still need to play that.
Let's see. Sinners. Sinners came out this
I talked
year.
about that.
Sinners
Yeah,
already.
Sinners great.
You said Sinners.
Yeah.
You did.
I
Fucking
beat you to it.
fuck you. Let's see. Just things I engaged with in general. I read Asimov's Foundation. Finally.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just
I think you talked about a couple.
Yeah. I talked about it a
Oh,
while
I
ago.
have books I could talk about. I just remembered that.
Yeah, talk about the books.
I read the Bible.
I read the Bible.
I got saved, y'all. No.
What did Jesus say, Cody? Tell us the good word.
Let me open my hoopla.
Piccadilly is a good word.
That's like your
actually,
go-to word.
It is.
Yeah, while we're talking about comics, I want to shout out two of my these aren't groundbreaking comics, but they're just very fun reads from like two creators I really enjoy. I already talked Family Force 5 and Go Man Champion of Earth. They're both tokusatsu inspired like graphic novels by like cartoon creators I really dig. Hamish Steele and Matt Braley, and I thought both of them were pretty sick. So go check them out if you haven't already. They're like
that's such a
nice...
charming robot.
Yeah, the Go Man, you would love Go Man, Cody. It has a lot of good Cody bait. Yeah. Both of them only have one graphic novel volume, but I know more are coming. So here's hoping more come sooner than later. Yeah. And then, can I talk about some TV I liked from this year?
Yes.
All right. Well, of course we talked about Plurbius, but my favorite drama this year, which I've talked about before, but that was like months ago. It's a Netflix drama called Mo. They released their second season earlier in the year. And that like first season was really funny and like cute. This second season takes it up a notch, especially at the beginning arc where it's like Mo is stuck in Mexico for reasons, and shit hits. Like this was one of my favorite like things I got to experience, and I got to experience it with my family, and so that was fun. Like nice family entertainment. Like my dad recommended, of all people, my dad told me about this show, and I'm like, dude, that last episode hit. Especially, I can't imagine because he's a direct like Palestinian refugee or like he around that area. So it's like I can't imagine that last episode that actually deals directly where they go to Palestine is like damn. Like I can't imagine that must have hit hard for him. And I think, yeah, it's a shame it's not going forward with another season, but the ending was really good. So definitely one of my favorite experiences of the year. And then I love how the other two things on my list are two anime. So, but like, yeah, going for this really passionate, very personal drama story to just here's a couple anime.
I mean, Beat Break's been good so far.
Yeah, Beat Break. I watched like 5 episodes of that. That's a great show. I didn't know it was actually the Digimon Savers writer. I thought it was just Savers inspired, but like,
no, they came back.
It did. Yeah, they just came back. Yeah. Also, I've talked a little bits about it before, and I did a video on it. But To Be Hero X, what an amazing accomplishment of a production! Like, it's a good story, but it's like the way the animation is done, and like the way they got like all these like different facets, all these different musicians, animators, like storytellers to just come together to just tell like this one big story was really impressive. One of the most impressive like shows of the year, just from a pure visual perspective, and like the way it like did its story, like a little anthology style, like kind of like it's very like a Chinese manhwa take on like a Western superhero comics, and I think that's pretty cool. But it's still like, and I love the power system they use of like the people's perception of a hero gives them their powers, and I think that the way they play around with that thematically is really sick. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like just the way they incorporate social media into the story is like, oh, that's really clever.
Oh, lordy.
All right. Well, I pulled up my hoopla history here, and yeah, that's a funny phrase.
You gotta watch it on Poob. You gotta watch it on Poob, my friend.
No, I gotta watch it on Gooba.
Yeah, you're right. It's on Gooba. What's on Plimbo?
I heard that's on Bing Bang.
All right. Talk about your book, Sim.
So I think one of the bigger things for me this year is after getting into Stormlight Archive the last couple of years, I finally went back and checked out Mistborn, which is the thing Sanderson initially got known for, and it's pretty good. I think I'm in the minority in that I enjoyed the second era way more than the first one, but that's okay. Like it's still a good series on the whole, I think.
Did he write Mistborn
And I actually
before he finished Wheel of Time?
so he wrote his debut book Elantris, and then he wrote the first two Mistborns, and then he got the call for Wheel of Time. Then he wrote the third Mistborn to end the first era. Then he went and did Wheel of Time. Then he came back and did the second era of Mistborn.
Okay, so it's like yes and no. Got it.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I also read his debut novel and just finished it the other day, Elantris, and that's pretty good too. One of the things I'm like consistently impressed with Sanderson is like he's literally a 50-year-old Mormon from Utah, and yet he writes more well-rounded female characters than most other authors I've read. It's it's kind of fascinating just how well he is able to portray women as actual people. And it's amazing that I have to say that like it's an achievement, but that's still the era we live in, I guess. Um, I also read a bunch of King Arthur slop because I was investigating that based on a potential book idea I had. So like I read The Mists of Avalon, I read the Warlord trilogy, and that stuff was okay. Didn't really thrill me, but it like gave me more insight into that mythos. More so, I enjoyed the David Eddings Belgariad saga because that's just like a good generic fantasy. Here's a boy. He's got a magic destiny. He's got to go see the world and fight evil, kind of a thing. It's not something I would like recommend to people out of hand, but like I enjoyed reading it. I also bit a big old bullet off of my to read list a couple months ago, and I read A Man's Search for Meaning for the first time. And yeah, everything people say about that book, that's correct. It's one everyone should read, but not necessarily going to enjoy reading. Um, and I also like got very heavily into Doctor Who audio dramas this year. Um, Blood of the Daleks, maybe my new favorite Dalek story. Highly, highly recommend that one. There's also uh, a lot of just really solid stuff surrounding the Seventh Doctor and Ace, expanding out what they were doing after the show ends that I found really interesting to get into. Um, and a couple of okay ones here and there with the Sixth Doctor. Jubilee, it inspired a modern series story for a reason. Um, and yeah, not too much else to talk about so far as books go. I didn't like go through another big Stephen King book this year. I feel like I was kind of having an off year with him, but maybe next year I'll finally pull the trigger and do the full Dark Tower saga. Um, any like questions or anything you guys have before I start yammering about toys?
No.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't stretch my wings too much with toys this year, and part of that was just kind of like constantly going back and forth on I'm on my own. Should I be saving more money? Should I be doing this? Should I be doing the other thing? Where should my collection be focused at? And predominantly, I did end up buying a lot more Hasbro slop than I intended to this year, but there was good stuff in the mix. I got quite a few G.I. Joe Classified series figures I really liked. Like Road Pig was an early standout. There's some just solid main line figures like Grunt and Doc and Agent Helix. I got her on discount, but very surprising. Really, really liked that figure for a character I had absolutely no affinity for. Also got my first of the larger vehicles, the Stinger, and that thing really impressed me. I managed to get it for half off, but I'm like, okay, I can see why they had that full asking price of $100. Still probably wouldn't have paid it, but I can see where that money went. But without a doubt, my favorite thing from that line this year was the Legacy Firefighter because hey, it's me. I'm the guy who's constantly yammering on about like remember rescue heroes. So of course I was gonna like that figure. Um, a lot of really good Black Series this year too, surprisingly. I had almost completely given up on that line, but much like Star Wars itself, Black Series is a line I go back and forth on whether I like it or not. But this year we got well, actually it came out last year, but this year I got the Super Battle Droid mold, and that figure is just incredible for what it is. Like within the greater context of that line where they just routinely screw up Battle Droid figures, that figure is like a little mini miracle. Um, but also they've been just banging out great clones now that they've finally got the hang of that new body. I got a blank one of the Phase 2 armor that I really like. I got Lieutenant Gallet, who was a nice little surprise. The new Rex and Cody are phenomenal. And the Retro Collection Tactical Ops Trooper, which is just a fancy name for the 501st Trooper, might be my favorite Black Series all year just because it's that really solid new clone body, and it's specifically meant to be the armor that was the default player skin for the original Battlefront 2, which is like my strongest childhood Stars War memory. Um, but also along that line, we got the new Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi this year, which was really solid. And another video game thing, a lot of Black Series Fallen Order stuff that I ended up picking up. Um, really, really like how that Amazon pack turned out, especially when I was able to get it for $20 off.
Hell
Um,
yeah. We love a good deal.
yeah. Uh, And Transformers always going to be my number one line. It's just that thing of like it's been there with me the longest, so I'm never going to be able to like fully take it out of my life. But I got some solid retro stuff this year. I got Rest Q from the GoBots, who is just a really solid little ambulance former. Clocker from Transformers Cybertron really impressed me. G1 Inferno was a nice little pickup. I got him for like $25 at a toy show this year. And he has a transformation step that like really scares me every time I do it just because of the age of the toy. But as a toy itself, it's fairly solid. Ah, I had to take a drink of water there. My throat was getting dry. Um, but as far as like retro Transformers stuff this year that I got, Armada Overlord or Overload, excuse me, with rollout is without a doubt the standout. Just a big solid red brick of a thing that is a little guy driving a big thing, and it turns into like extra armaments for Optimus Prime. It's a really solid play pattern, and I'd love to see them revisit it in some kind of way. And you could argue that the new Micronus Prime from Age of the Primes is kind of that same thing spiritually, but I don't think it has quite the chunk factor that Overlord does. That being said, Micronus Prime still a really nice little breath of fresh air within modern generations, where a lot of the other standout figures for me this year were, hey, we're doing that one that we do every year, but this time it's the ultimate be all end all, we swear this time version, like the 86 Constructicons, which are great. But I don't know if I can wholeheartedly recommend them to somebody if you don't love the Constructicons as much as I do, especially considering how much of an investment they are. Or
Yeah, like I've been considering it, but like, because I love Transformers Devastation, but it's also like that's a lot of figures and toys to like.
it's almost like you can get them all on Big Bad Toy Store right now, Buster, but it's almost $200.
Yeah, exactly. The price is like what I'm. It's like
Mhm. 86 Megatron also came out this year, which I think is the one that's the most like, oh yeah, it puts all previous versions to shame. Um, and even then, there's a lot of like minor quibbles that other people have, but I don't, where like people say like, oh, the fusion cannon is just slightly wrong, and I'm like, yeah, but like it's the fusion cannon. It doesn't have to be perfect. It looks good enough. Or like people say, oh, it's bad because he turns into a tank. Did you really expect it to turn into a toy or into a toy gun in the year of our Lord 2025? Calm down.
Also, like I saw the upgrade pack that tried to make it a gun, and it looks so jank. It looks like a
Yeah.
doohickey.
Like it's a super animation accurate robot mode. Like yes, the forearms are a little puffy to accommodate the transformation, but like that's a thing on all Transformers toys. They have to be able to transform, and like the transformation on this Megatron is super interesting and inventive. Does all kinds of things I've never seen on a figure before, and gets to a tank mode that, while not perfect, is fairly accurate to the tank they actually chose to use as reference, and is still has a rotating turret that goes up and down, which is not something every modern tank former can do. So I feel like it's a little bit of a mini miracle. My only complaint with it is just they didn't give it his energy flail, but they did give Optimus his energy axe, so you can't fully recreate that scene without going to third-party companies, and I'm not paying $40 for a plastic flail. Um, but probably my favorite thing as far as like new Transformers stuff that came out this year, and I feel like such a mug for saying this, but it is the new Generations Soundwave and Tapes crew, because that's something I've been pining after or like just wanting for a long, long time. I had a G1 Soundwave as a kid. I had the Universe reissue that came with Laserbeak and Ravage, and I always wanted like a complete set of Soundwave and all of his tapes from up through the movie. And that hasn't been possible within a calendar year of Transformers Generations until just this year, because we had the Legacy one at the beginning of the year that gave us Soundwave, Ravage, the blue robot one because people debate their names for stupid reasons, and Buzzsaw. And then the red one got re-released within the same couple of months. And then just recently we got the Studio Series Soundwave that comes with Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, and a new mold for Ravage. And I bought all of those plus the Perceptor that came with a reissue of Ratbat, and so now I finally have a complete modern Soundwave team. And like, to anybody who has Netflix Soundwave still or has Legacy Soundwave, which is basically the same figure, you don't really need to do the upgrade. It's minor improvements on Soundwave himself. But for somebody like me who has been wanting this for a long, long time and finally feels like, okay, now that I have Soundwave and all of his main tapes from the cartoon, I can be done with that section of Generations forever. It felt very worth it. Nice little thing to come in at the end of the year there.
Yeah. I actually, like, speaking of Transformers, I forgot to mention, I caught up with this recently, so it technically counts for, like, best of 2025. Cyberworld. I really been enjoying Cyberworld a lot.
Hey!
Like,
yeah, Cyberworld's great.
Yeah, I really want a Mirage toy, because I love Mirage so much. I think that's,
It's really
I can't
nice
find,
to see
like,
somebody finally doing something with that characterization of Mirage being a tweener.
tweener, yeah, like in-betweener. Oh, in-betweener,
Mhm.
I get it.
Yeah,
Well, that's where it comes from.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I tried. Apparently, he's an exclusive, so it's like I gotta start looking for like where to find it. Yeah, but like I do want to get some of the toys because I do love like the little cheaper like just budgeter toys that they do. But the show itself, like as for the cartoon, uh, it's one of the more unique Transformers shows in a while because it's not just okay, it's new. I like Earthspark. I like Earthspark quite a bit. But it's just kind of like, oh, what if after G1? And then Cyberverse, from what I understand, was what if G1, but again, and with multiverse stuff. I could be wrong. Please correct me, Simeon.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay, kind of, sort of. Sorry, I got the. Okay, anyway, point is, uh, Transformers has kind of been a bit repetitious, and Earthspark was a great like the sequel storytelling Earthspark did was fun, but this is kind of what I want more, for lack of a better word, where it's like a little more
the
gimmicks.
Same characters, but an alternate premise.
Yeah, because it's like you got a little more gimmicky, and like I think Transformers gimmicks are fun. So like I know I decrying gimmicks of like actor gimmicks earlier in the podcast, but like I'm talking story gimmicks are another thing. But it's like,
because for those unfamiliar, the premise of Cyberworld is the Autobots and Decepticons get dropped into essentially Fortnite, but they don't know that, and they have to figure it out as they go along.
Yeah, it's very game themed. I more compared to Kamen Rider Geats, where it's like, so there's a mastermind at play, like all the Autobots and Decepticons are like, there's faction wars, like sometimes they'll team up, sometimes they'll, and like there's gonna be these the little mini games to play, which are kind of like Mario Party or Fall Guys or something. It's a very unique way to like say like, how do you do, fellow kids, but still be an entertaining Transformers cartoon. And I love the way it uses the previous visuals of previous Transformer shows to emphasize upgrades or downgrades.
About this every time. People who complain about this every time. No humans at all.
Yeah, no humans. But I also love like, oh yeah, no humans. It's just Transformers. It's just cartoon. It's a web series. You can watch it all on YouTube. They're putting like they had like little batches of like, here's 10 episodes in one, and that's how I caught up.
Is this the one where they're doing the pants gimmick again?
No, that was oh god, what's the name for it? But it's a Japanese exclusive.
I love how you immediately knew what I meant when I said pants gimmick.
Like combos?
Hang on, I'll look it up.
Yeah, I think they're combiners.
Combiners, yeah. But like okay, here's a poster for this. Here's a poster for the show because I forgot to give a visual for the audience who are listening to the video version. But like the way I'm saying, the way it uses like previous Transformer like archetypes, because there's a moment in the show where Optimus and Bumblebee get upgrades, and the upgrades are the G2 Optimus, like Laser Optimus. That is a really sick way of like conveying upgrade and like canonizing that design in like a cartoon. And then I think Bumblebee is like more Prime. It looked very familiar.
Yeah, like, and that's the other thing is like it's doing the modern Transformers thing of pulling visual inspiration from all over the franchise. Like Elita 1's design is based off a BotCon exclusive toy of her that was technically her first ever toy that was a repaint of Thunderblast from Transformers Cybertron.
Yeah. But the way it doesn't do any like too much winks or nods. It's just a visual thing to show like, okay, oh, that's an upgrade, and because there's a level up system in this show, and like you see like a Megatron like, go from like Bull to like other forms, and like it's great.
Skybite's design is based off of one off joke in an episode of RID 2001.
Yeah. Oh, Skybite's so fun. He is so fun in this show. And like it's
the one Insecticon who's always just like getting poo-pooed on by the others.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, it's a very low budget, but it uses its budget very smartly.
The animation looks incredible for the budget.
Yeah, like the rendering specifically. Movements can be a bit janky, but like it's very shiny, very nice looking. That like
the picture looks dope.
Yeah.
Boingo, was the show you were thinking of Wild King?
It very might likely be.
Let me go find Wild
King. Because I just remember an image of like Optimus Prime,
Wild King,
Optimus Prime, and another fucking dude. I don't remember who. Were just in a jungle, and then the dude turned into pants, and Optimus Prime turned into the chest. They combined, and then they fought Megatron, and then another dude who did the same thing.
Yeah, that was like the first episode of Wild King, I think.
All right, cool.
Yeah. I want to check out more Wild King, but like nobody's translated it, and it doesn't seem like too like interesting. The toys look cool.
Wild King's toys are really good though.
Yeah, all of Wild King's toys very aesthetically great. Like year for new Transformers toys of like not outside of like legacy stuff, but like just like the new series that they're trying like out. Where it's like
it's been a good year for Transformers on a whole, not in like a mainstream sense, because like obviously they winded down their big show, and the movies haven't really been doing anything as far as like making noise this year, but really good Generations line, a couple of really good kid lines kicking off, and the comics were in a transitional period, but it was a really solid transition, and now we're in a new era, well, slightly new. That feels a little more fun and fresh.
Yeah. I forgot to mention Daniel Ward Johnson ended his run on Transformers this year. It was very good. One of my favorite
Comic's still
one of my
going,
favorite.
but
Yeah, the comic, Robert Kirkman's taken over, but I still love like that Daniel Ward Johnson stamp is going to be missed.
Mhm. Now that we have the whole thing, I appreciate Johnson's run as a piece, but as just like a longtime fan, I'm kind of enjoying Kirkman's a little more in the moment because it feels a little more like comfy classic Transformers to me.
That's fair. That's understandable. I need to catch up with. I read the first issue of Kirkman and just popped off when Bulkhead showed up, so that's kind of like
Mhm.
where I'm at.
Bulkhead is more of a character in the most recent issue.
Okay, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see him, especially because it's based on that legacy design that I have, and I know that legacy design is very unpopular, but like it's mine. Dang it, it's mine. I have the toy.
it's yours
So
and
can I
you'll enjoy it.
Exactly.
do we want to talk about Transformers more, or can I talk about some independent toys real quick?
More Transformers. You're stuck in the Hasbro mines. Ah.
Oh my god. It's so miserable here. I hate giant robots who turn into things. That's the worst.
Yeah. Wait. Do you actually have? Unless you have actually things to say, you can move on.
Okay. No, I was just gonna. Yeah, so I didn't do too much independent stuff this year, which is something that I am kind of beating myself up over. I'm hoping next year to like finally get into stuff like Metal Carbot and Beast Box because people have been nagging me about it for the entire back half of the year, and I'm always like, I know when I have more money for other stuff, I'll do it, and I never have more money for other stuff. I should just reallocate some of the money I do have. Um, but I did buy a lot more Mythic Legions than I have in any previous year this year, because they came out swinging with the Armory Experience Knights, and those were really cool. And then of course they had the new Silver Knight, just kind of like generic flagship figure that was a nice little upgrade to all of that. Um, and I also got into like some of their sorcerers and female figures for the first time in my experience with the line, and that was kind of cool feeling out that corner of the universe. And I got my first ogre scale figure, the massive Dragnar, who is very fun. But more so than anything, and we talked about this a little bit last week, so I won't go too much into detail with it. Um, I spent the entire year pining after the legendary barbarian, and I finally got him recently, and he is pretty much like your perfect Mythic Legions Conan. I'm very happy with him. Um, but a couple other independent things I did dive into this year, Fresh Monkey Fiction slash Big Bad Workshop. They've been popping off a lot this year, and I've been spectating most of that, but I did get their Santa Claus back at the start of the year, and that's just like a solid classic Santa figure if you need something to go with your like Marvel Legends or whatever. And just recently within the last couple weeks, I got a figure that I've been looking forward to for almost 2 years now because that's how long ago the initial sculpt was revealed, which is the Zesray Studio Combatants Fight for Glory Gold Hilder, which is essentially the closest I'll ever get to a Skyrim player figure. Um, and she's really dang good. Basically what I wanted from the Boss Fight Studios Red Sonja, which is something that came out earlier in this year, and I think we talked about it on the podcast at the time, which it's a good figure, but it's not a great figure like I wanted it to be. This hits a lot of the notes I wanted from that figure, just like a very well detailed, solid sculpt, super articulated barbarian warrior that can have all kinds of different looks to her and doesn't have her articulation hindered at all like you would expect from most mainstream female figures. Like one thing she has over Sonya, I would say, is her hair is like this softer kind of PVC plastic, so you can pose her head however you want. You don't have to worry about the hair getting in the way and blocking up articulation, which comes in handy a lot more than you would expect if you're not like used to posing figures. A lot of times with female figures, they'll give them the long flowing hair and it just makes doing any pose except standing stock straight impossible. Whereas with Hilder, I can kind of get her looking over her shoulders or behind and even a little bit more up and down than I would expect from a standard like Hasbro figure. And the only like minor complaint I have with her is that she has figure art style wrists, and I've just never been a fan of those. But they're done well enough on here that they don't like totally drag down the experience for me. And they definitely have this figure has been such a good experience over the last couple weeks that I'm definitely interested in whatever Zestray Studios has up their sleeve next, because they were dormant for a really long time after their initial wave of figures, just because it's a company run by like one guy and a couple of his friends, so they got really busy for a bit there, but they're gearing up to release a bunch more stuff starting with this figure. So I'm definitely looking forward to tracking that company's progress in the coming year.
Heck yeah.
Nice too, nice too, nice too.
Nice.
If we want to keep up with the toy talk, I could rapidly a couple of
Slap down your cock?
and most loved, yes, most loved
Most loved
this year.
All right, do it.
I know we talked about trying to do a top 10-ish, and you just kind of glossed over everything you picked up, and I definitely collected just overall less this year, but there was a lot of other. Not that I still didn't enjoy it, and I definitely got a metric shit ton of block. I don't think, while they're definitely worth talking about, like I'm still fighting with myself on whether or not overhaul my Transformer collection versus my blockies, because there's just something about them scratching an itch that a lot of things can't. The only thing that's frustrating is that due to literal, and it's hard to know they come through. Outside of that, though, I definitely got some retro things, and I definitely got some current things. And I'm just going to slap down some pictures and talk about them as I starting with probably what would be like 10, I guess, if it was going to be this Blocky's Ultraman figure. I think his name is Big Joe, right?
Let me look.
King Joe.
King Joe, yeah, King Joe.
King of the Joes.
This thing is just a really fun toy robot. I've always loved the design. I've never really got to own anything Ultraman up until Blockies, other than like another silly little guy that I have that you see in the background that Vat got me, because I believe that's an Ultraman next to my Switch back there.
Switch, let me look.
But definitely worthwhile. You can't really buy them specific, the random ones.
The packs, yeah.
Honestly, if you're kind of curious, find one locally, like a Blockies figure.
There's been a lot of Transformers blockies in like comic shops or just even like Walmarts I've been seeing. So like they're popping up more and more.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard to get a hold of one, but then if you think that you do like them or how they work, and you want some figures, it's usually about $60. I'm not sure about right now, to get the whole wave, which is not a lot of money compared to like dropped towards. My number 9 would probably be a retro figure that I picked up this year. 2 retro figures, technically. Oh, well, actually, I'll just do this first. A Star Wars figure, not the Star Wars figure that people would expect.
Damn, it's not a robot?
The Super Battle Droid, it's a robot.
Oh, it is a robot?
The Super Battle Droid is phenomenal, and it came out last
year. You got that thing this year?
Yes, it did. I got it on sale at Ollie's, I think.
Jolly Ollie's.
I never bought him when he was on sale on Amazon. I got him on. It was the very beginning of this year though. But I think his name is like B something. I can't even remember his name, but he's just a Obi-Wan Kenobi robot. Um, I forget. It's the yellow robot that like has a very in the actual series. It's just a good toy robot. It handles part of it. Been anything. I mean, I guess other than like it, but it's just a ace figure. Like it's just a fun. The best thing I got was something from my actual childhood. In a flea market, I found two Galador figures, and it was my two favorite ones. The main character and his sidekick. So I guess Galador and then old Lego line. I
Isn't
think I
that the
paid
line that almost
$15
killed
for these.
Lego?
I don't know that it almost killed them. They
It
almost
just,
killed themselves for sure.
yeah, they were already facing troubles, and then this just didn't help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they did go all in with like a live action show.
I will
But
say, while I was reading Elantris recently, one of the members of the supporting cast in that book is named Galadon, and so I was constantly going like, "Oh no,
Oh
it's
no,
that."
Legos!
These guys were just as fun to play with. It's another like modular toy. Um, just swap them around. If you ever interacted with like they make them modernly, I just can't think of a sets, but like there's Lego ratchets that exist. They started using them. The knights that were packed similar to Bionicles, and they've used them like it's the same kind of like ball ratchet system that they use. But they're just fun to play with. They work perfectly fine. Technically, one's missing a piece, but again, it's a flea market find for, especially with them being not discolored or anything. Unfortunate, like the way Galador went, because these are some of the few toys from the early 2000s that really did. I guess it's like something to say about how like locks on their own last unless there's cases of things. Galador doesn't seem to be one of them. I do have a lot of retro toys starting to fade. To slide in a very one of my favorite things, probably one of my all-time favorite toy lines, 2001 to 2002. It's a Hasbro toy line. Same kind of idea, but it's all ball joint. So it's plastic figures, and the way the ball joints do, there is a bit of like tensile strength part, so it flexes out to pop the ball joint. Not usually an issue, but for a lot of the plastics of this line, in the last couple of years, I found that the ones that I had displayed slowly started to show signs of cracking without simply existing. It was one of the last things I packed up when moving out of my house, and I had found that a few of the figures, any like new blockies that I purchased, um, I would buy them mint in box there, and to make sure that the piece, my original ones, some of them have few, and I mean few, mean now exist.
Oh dear.
And some of the new ones have broken stress cracks. Um, but quite a lot of them, and some of my favorite characters, like the cowboy character, he jacket has started to just um, so in a time of like finding things that are from my childhood that it's coming up next, probably G.I. Joe Cobra Rattler. It was the third HasLab that they have done for, right? Third HasLab that they have done, but I didn't buy. The difference for one, for this HasLab, like his tank from the first, tank was really my first, in a way, like not a pre-order, but like a Kickstarter rather. Um, so I was very much excited about it from the moment I paid to the moment I got it. And it kind of like sucks to wait that long for something while constantly being excited about it. Um, so whenever I paid for the Cobra Rattler, I just like checked out. I didn't pay attention to it. I didn't even realize whenever I got the updated thing. Like I saw people saying it was going to ship soon, and then one day I got a notification. I allowed myself to then get excited about it. I do regret opening it before I moved, but that really couldn't have been avoided. I didn't know I was moved a couple weeks later. Um, the jet itself is very fun. It might be my favorite vehicle out of all of them, just because of some of the play features, some of the way the lights and the sounds work. The figures included are 2 pilots and then a really nice Baroness. I have quite a few of the Baroness figures, but I would say
That does look like their best Baroness. That kind of makes the whole thing worth it for me. And
oh yeah, she has like I think 3 different hair pieces. It's the same body that they did Scarlet, but she has heels. She has stiletto heels, and the vehicle itself. I'll post a picture for standing with the vehicle itself has like just way too many bombs in a silly way. Not I think it has like a total of like 8 bombs per wing. Some of them are like comic references. Some of them are
Don't YouTube poop us, Buster.
But for the most part, it's just like it has a better stand. It is quite. It has quite a presence to it. But for something that I never got to ever had, like a GI submarine that was Manta or something like that, which I do hope they do, because it's just an overall fun thing. I think I got more out of this than I did the Dragonfly, even though the drag pretty grand. But outside of that, I'm not sure there's. It has a little drawer in its base that it could store. I hope they. Other than that, I think that Cobra Rattler has that. But it definitely was a highlight of the.
Oh yeah.
Another retro grab, but it was something I had never owned. Kind of a bad picture, but these are from the 2007 series.
You mean the movie?
No, the animated series.
Oh, that's 2003. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, continue.
I know it ran on for a while.
You're fine. You're fine. We all have it.
Keeping up.
But yeah, I mean, it was for one. It's nice to have a version of that turtle wagon. I forget what it's called, like the shell something. Because I never got to get the full size something like kind of because I still have all of them from this toy line. I have like the big version of that Donnie on a. I have my Michelangelo. And I have some of the other like. But for the robot guy who I don't think he's Chrome Dome. I think he had a different name, but like he has a really made out of a bunch of. He was like the Nano Mouse. A couple years ago, a toy of him in a flea market and got him for me. It's a really fun toy, and that's like a pre-version of this guy. It's just a really nice, very, very slightly articulate guy, and just being able to find these, I found them. For one, it checked off a list that I have going of like micro cars because I didn't ever own any brand in the thing that makes us in the car, like in the bottom of the car. So it's but it was cool to get them. I'm not sure how I'm going to display them since they're way too expensive. I guess there is another Black Series figures couple here. Right here at the end of the year, I got Astromech Droid, Griff Karga's Astromech Droid from the Mandalorian. I forget what his name is, but look up Griff Karga, and he has in Astromech Droid. Nice to get a nice little orange guy. It feels a little bit like a my OC Astromech Droid, like totally.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a good way. I love him. I very much love this guy.
Hell yeah.
Then I think up next, because there's not much else to say about it, I very much, but in orange. I guess I could segue into some derivatives. Up next would be a Hot Wheels car.
Yeah.
Sir, that is not a Hot Wheels car. That is multiple Hot Wheels cars.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah,
sir, that is not a Hot Wheels car. That is the Hot Wheels car.
Oh, these
Sir,
are like
that is not the Hot Wheels car. That is
Disney Pixar's cars. Because like these are like the cone heads that like Cody talked about like earlier in the year. Yeah, I remember these.
I have yet to find another orange one in person.
Damn.
But this is I forget what the name of. I looked it up, but it said it's a Hot Wheels traffic cone car. And as soon as I follow a bunch of the upcoming like Hot Wheels waves as they come throughout the year, just in case I be like, oh, I'll check a store for that. Hot Wheels are pretty much everywhere, and they're very easy to collect because they're. But I just so happened to find, or no, the way I got the traffic cone, the first one, I never found it in person, and I ordered a DoorDash grocery Dollar General, and I'll often put on a random Hot Wheel on my request just to always like tip highly, but like it's kind of like a nice little mystery thing just to see what the Dasher will pick out. And this one, somebody actually sent me a picture and is like, "Hey, I like this one, but let me know if you like it." And I look and it's the traffic cone, and I said, "Oh my god!" And I tipped them $2 more just spot for like showing me.
That's funny.
Like not a significant amount to increase it by. But so I got that one in the coolest way possible. And as soon as I opened it, I would Hot Wheels. And I think it is. I think it truly. But I was in a Rural King and I found like there was a bunch. There was probably 20 of lime green traffic cones, and I only got 4 of them because it's a nice even number. I'm gonna get it in every color. I have found out that there's one coming out in 2020. And it's a different color as well, so it's I'm probably going to try to collect it. For one, they stack beautifully, might I add, and they can still roll. Probably everything I love about Hot Wheels encapsulated into it. And it's not going to be hard to track them down. Like even if I decide to buy another 4, it's going to be like at the after tax. But I guess enough about that. To try to slide along here. One of the coolest things I got, the figures that I just could not stop going back to.
Yay!
That figure fucks so hard. I don't know what to.
Respect?
The way it can pose, the Jada figures can pose, because I also got the M. Bison, who is great, but that's my, like, Guile is my favorite fighter character, and everything it does is perfect. And he kind of blends in with the G.I. Joes if I want him to. I've put him in some of the vehicles. But it's just.
I mean, he is technically a G.I. Joe character.
By technicality.
True. Yeah, they did.
All the Street Fighters were technically G.I. Joes at one point.
Yeah. What's a Dawson?
That is. That makes more sense than I needed it.
That's real. That's canon.
Let me go find the commercial. Should I go find the commercial?
You don't have to. People know.
People know.
Okay.
But overall, it's a beautiful figure. He, like his accessories, he has the sonic boom on his stand. But my favorite accessory of his, because he comes with a special hand. I know it's to do his combs through his hair, but like he comes with alternate hands, heads. He's got a stainless chain. For one thing, these figures just love to go out of their way for is just doing extra stuff. M. Bison has a claw wire in it. He's got 2 different like shoulder pauldrons. Like has just caught my attention. As I'll probably never buy another Guile figure. I doubt there's everything in the future. Like I couldn't see this anyway. It's nice, sturdy things that I keep like picking back up. Like a lot of the things I posted tonight, I've interacted with quite a few times. The traffic cones, the Guile figure, I could not stop.
Hell yeah.
But I guess I'm down to like my last 2 things that I have here. And I'm gonna have to figure, and I've just decided. The last one's gonna be a Marvel Legends. It was the last figure I needed to like replace my old. Really?
Hell yeah.
And it's
Daniel
a Danny
Kitch.
Kitch Ghost Rider. This is probably like maybe it would be different if I got that this year if I ever. I still don't know if I would flame effects that I played with the Danny Ketch figure, that it was just an absolute obsession of mine. And this thing just has the extra. It is quite literally better. I mean, granted, that figure will have it by the way, box. But it just like outdoes it. And the only thing it technically can't do have a hook to hanging. Toy Biz actually have a flat piece to its wheel. But it couldn't roll. So this one has working. I played with it a lot. I played with the Ghost Rider in front of it a lot. I kept it sitting next to me from the moment I got. And it was one of the first things I unpacked, as a matter of. But other than that, there's not something about translucent fire effects. And I did get the Tamashii Nation.
Transparent fire effects just get you hot.
I mean, we did do a whole episode of the show about why Ghost Rider rules, and people should definitely go and listen to that using the link that is on your screen right now.
Wow.
Don't make me do more work.
That's not funny.
Jack off?
To end this ramble, best thing I think, the thing that I loved the most that I got this year was 30-minute missions. It's just a little guy.
Oh man, that is
Hell
just
yeah.
guy.
Like an egg with arms.
That is so guy coded.
Wow, Cody likes just a little guy robot that's a Gundam.
Listen, every single time, because like one thing I did just a little bit before the tariffs went into effect is I bought a massive amount of 30-minute missions, like almost every and I just built them every now and then. Essentially, I still have about 3 to build. Every time I would open up a new one and grab this guy and mix and match them, and just like I got like one of the largest arm attachment things that they released this year, which is like it's the size of like a Marvel Legends almost, but just and I slapped it onto the side of so much of these little kits. Not only are they effective, but so much. Anytime I get one, it changed from something where I'd get this is now like a 30-minute mission, everything else routed back to him. But I might have played with this out of every type of little figure I got. And man, I mean, I could go on positive, just how simplistic the amount of expression or the expression's kind of hard. You can
Yeah,
really
but there's
get some
expression
expressive-
in like
Posing.
well, it's also that, but like there is an expressive language in what we can see and what we can interpret from non-human faces, but also static faces. I mean, just look at traditional no theater and the masks that were used in old Japanese shit. You know?
I do. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why Kamen Rider masks are designed the way they are. It's so that they can be expressive without facial features. It's the story of a girl.
For one, the line to collect, because as long as they keep pumping them out, which they and I mean they're not expensive to make, which I think this is the second year in a row of 30-minute missions, but it's something that's just I want to know the name of this guy, $10, and it's absolutely worth it. It is the Extended Armament Vehicle EV-12. It's amazing. It ain't got nothing to do with something.
And you got the master plan?
Oh, he's got to have
I
a
assume
plan.
no. But what about a master plan or whatever? Is that all the stuff for the year, or do we still have more juice in us?
No, we still probably got some more juice.
All
But is that
right.
juice
Everything I
loose?
could say about my toy.
Okay, whoa, okay, we're not saying the juice is loose, man.
I don't know. It's not been a great year, but it's been an all right year as far as like our funny little hobbies and interests, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah. You made it weird, man.
No, my friend. You made it not weird.
Cut. Whatever.
Wow, Buster, why'd you have to do that?
Why'd you have to make things normal?
I'm normal.
I'm not one of you. I'm a normal person.
Why does that sound like it'd be a fucking line in that Oingo Boingo goddamn song?
Because it is.
I was referencing an old internet bit by a creator I don't think I ever showed to you.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair, my dude.
The ancient text, dare I say.
Ancient Bex.
Ancient Gex.
Ooh.
The fucking horny lizard.
You do be freaking.
I don't think we ever canonically see him fuck. He is just horny for ladies.
Off screen. He gets like he literally.
Oh, it's a Johnny Bravo rule.
Yeah, okay. He's like, all right, come here, lady, and then cut there.
You do realize the creator of Johnny Bravo has come out and said Johnny Bravo consistently lays pipe. It's just not funny to show that, so we never see it.
I never knew about that. Actually, that's news to me.
He's a hunk.
Hunka hunka burn in love.
I mean, there are a few men I'd do the monkey with, but he's one.
What? Do the monkey.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Yo.
Shut your mouth.
It's New York. I'm walking here.
We're referencing Punk Tactics, but all right.
I guess I could also highlight the most important.
Doggy?
Bruce.
Guys, you have no idea how soft that little puppo is. It is like the softest little baby.
He's got teeth made out of titanium needles, but like he is
Titanium needles? God damn. What kind of shit you been feeding this guy?
puppy teeth are pointy and sharp.
Yeah.
But man, I look at
And we love you,
he's
Cody.
flute.
He did.
You don't really know
The
what to
way
do with
he
his
sits
legs
and
yet. He's only
eats
3 months old.
is just because both his back legs just go completely sideways. It's adorable.
Hell yeah.
I saw so much of that dog while I was helping Cody move into his place.
That settles it, Cody. I must come and hang out with you sometime so I can meet Pupper. And also,
Not
just
even
like
meeting
you
your
and
friend.
person. You had to give me the comedic pause, Buster.
God damn.
God damn.
Oh, you little Christmas sweater.
Christ.
There's him eating a tiny little pan. That first picture he actually.
Old Godzilla was stomping around. Of ultimate destiny.
The Bruce is loose.
The Bruce is... I prefer the Bruce to be loose than the juice.
What about a moose?
I mean, oh god, do I have to show the movie poster?
Have you ever
What
seen a
about
goose
guava
be
juice?
loose?
Okay, I mean, Untitled Goose Game. Okay, wait, there's a really funny movie poster I need to share that has... Is it... There
I
it is.
feel like it's
Found it.
not going to be with how you're building it up.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's his Brother Bear too.
Yeah, that's a
Look at
good
the
classic right there.
That's just Brother Bear too.
But look at the tagline. The tagline, man. The moose
Yeah,
are on the loose.
there's mooses in the movie.
But why did they specify? Why?
What
Why?
if it was voiced by Louis Tully?
I don't know, it's a direct-to-video sequel, so I don't know if they got everyone back.
Do Brother Bear on the podcast.
I kind of want to do some like more nicher 2000s Disney movies that like people hate, but I like.
I mean, we could hit the 4 underrated Disney classics.
Atlantis,
the post Renaissance, which is Atlantis, Treasure Planet, Tarzan, Brother Bear.
Tarzan was like 90s, and like I feel like
What
people.
about the
still like-
Black
Tarzan is
Cauldron?
definitely post Renaissance, though.
Oh, Black Cauldron was like 70s, man.
We're talking about completely different things.
I might be
Yeah.
the only person on earth who loves the Black Cauldron.
I'm not saying you're wrong
am-
for loving the Black Cauldron. I'm just talking specifically post Renaissance Disney era movies. Before we get into what's the best way to describe it? Before we get into the Lilo and Stitch era, because that's a very distinct era of Disney movies. Lilo and Stitch, Emperor's New Groove, Chicken Little.
Do I have to?
Modern
Don't
days.
make me bust out the Disney animation timeline, Boyko, please. I don't want to.
We're making one our own. Besides, it's nonsense.
Yeah, true. I don't know.
Did
I
you
just
see
like
your microphone? You
I
just got
know, I do-
really,
I-
you just got really full
I leaned
there.
into it. I leaned into the microphone.
No, I'm not saying you're bad for it. It's just like, wow, you got really full.
Yum. I'm actually, my stomach feels really empty. I should probably get snacks very soon.
Oh, bro. I had ribs for dinner tonight.
Ah, lucky. Hey, you
Oh,
guys, can you entertain the audience while I go get food?
Me ma sent me home with some Christmas dinner leftovers after I came over to help her move with it.
We just had steak and potatoes for dinner.
I don't even remember what I had. I don't think I had a actual Christmas dinner because I woke up with a headache on Christmas, and as soon as presents were done, I looked at my mom and I was like, I don't feel good. Can I go now? I want to go home and go to sleep. And then I slept most of Christmas Day, and then I woke up to go to work the day after, and we got to leave early the day after. So as soon as I could leave, I just went back to my apartment and I slept for like another 2 days, basically.
Jesus.
Full on holiday crash out.
How you doing, Cody, now that you don't have to drive multiple hours a day for your job? Sounds like an understatement, my friend. Fair.
Apartment.
Sweet little man.
It won't be forever.
Hey guys, I got chicken.
Whoa!
Hey, chicken, I got.
Damn.
Hey!
Is it grilled or is it fried?
No, it's like chicken wings or chicken nuggets or something like that.
Here's a topic to kind of lead us in into the new stuff. How are you guys feeling about your upcoming year?
I don't know. I'm just gonna take it easy. Gonna take it day by day.
No
I hope
resolutions.
it's not any worse.
No resolutions. No mindset changes. No what? I want to fucking make a theme. Do the CGB Gray thing where it's not, you don't do a resolution. You just set a certain amount of time. And it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna be more blank this time.
Yeah, I've been thinking about theming, but I'm like, I'm already doing so much, and there's still like so many ongoing projects I'm working on that I'm like, I think I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
I would like to be more financially responsible.
You do know what I'm talking about, right, Sim?
What?
You do know what I'm talking about, correct, Sim? When I say CGB Gray theming?
I've never watched that man in my entire life.
Okay. The best way to describe it is basically don't do New Year's resolutions because that's setting you up for a large goal that you are likely to fail at. Simply come up with a theme you want to imbibe for a certain amount of time. Because if you limit to it like 3 months instead of the whole year, it gives you less time and it lets you be more focused on the idea. So instead of saying like, I want to lose blank number of pounds or I want to go to the gym every week, you go, I want to focus on fitness. For the first 3 months of the year, I want to focus on the idea of fitness. So you start thinking more about how you're eating and what you're preparing for yourself. You go to the gym more regularly. You walk more regularly. It's not one single thing you're trying to accomplish, but it's more a wide net of an idea. That way, there's more things that you can do instead of failing at the one thing. And it gives you a chance to, like, spread and do more things. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's short-term goals over long-term goals.
Yeah. And it's also like making sure that the goals you're trying to do don't overwhelm you.
Bite size. Almost a more.
True. I think my kind of attitude going into next year is just kind of like, man, just survive, but also have some fun while surviving. I don't know.
I mean, I have some themes and ideas I wanna kind of go into the new year with of just I want to keep up just being able to make things on a regular basis. You know,
Yeah.
don't let myself fall into it's on the back burner mindset.
I'll be real, I almost was gonna not do weekly videos next year, but then I watched a video being like, about like kind of scrapped video ideas, and I was like, no, I like the way I do my things. I'll just put more effort into them. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's just I'm tired of like I make 1 to 2 videos a year and it's just because it's not because the video takes that long to make. It's because I put it on the back burner and I have like 3 months of no work into it. So it just, you know.
Yeah. Executive dysfunction. I mean, that's not your fault entirely. It's just
No, but here's the thing: if I keep up my habits, I'm better at it, and I want to keep being better at it.
True.
Yeah, I mean, just today I fixed my new journal for the upcoming year. It is now my third volume. I have 2 volumes done. I'm now a journaling man. That's what I am.
A journalist, dare I say?
I do not have the integrity to be a journalist, good sir.
I mean, most people don't.
I would argue you have more integrity than most journalists currently working. At least
that's
in this
fair,
country.
But here's the thing: my idea of journalism is heavily skewed by the righteous men in Marvel Comics.
J. Jonah Jameson?
Fuck, I can't remember his name.
I know who you're talking about too. God damn it!
The friend of Daredevil, his son became Green Goblin.
Ben Urich.
Ben Urich. J. Jonah Jameson. Now he is a pillar of journalistic integrity. in the current day comics.
Yeah.
Because, like, a thing that gets overlooked because of how much of a villain to Spider-Man he was a major journalist on the side of mutant rights for most of the comics history. Like, even before he became a good guy and he became a confidant of Peter, he was fuck you for being anti-mutant and anti that kind of stuff. But also, like, the only reason he was so dogged about Spider-Man was because mass vigilante, all that kind of stuff. You know?
Yeah.
He wants the heroes that had public identities, Fantastic Four, the Avengers and everything. He was okay with them until they worked with Spider-Man, and they're like, I don't trust him now.
It's the dichotomy of the Marvel universe, like, of how they perceived heroes. It's always one of the more fascinating things to witness when reading a wider universe Marvel.
It's nice because there's a lot more nuances that can be made there. And
yeah.
Versus DC, where everyone looks to the DC heroes how we look at the DC heroes, which is, oh yeah, fuck yeah, Superman, he's great. Yeah. Unless you're Lex, but
he's a villain. No, they don't know. He's a salty bitch.
He's a salty bitch.
More like a salty snitch.
You okay there, Buster?
I'm okay.
On the subject of videos, I do have a bit of a sim announcement to make.
Ooh. Sim announcement?
Yeah. So I've just been kind of tinkering with it for a bit, and I spoke with my therapist on this topic during our most recent session last week. And I'm not making any kind of promise to any specific topic or schedule, but I do think I may start easing myself back into making videos for the heck of it the coming.
Let's frickin' go!
Mainly just because, like, I stumbled across the new content Eye Patch Wolf has been doing on his second channel, and I was like, oh wow. Like, I know he had a built-in audience, but, like, just seeing, like, oh, you can make just man talks at camera about thing he like or topic he's interested about right now kind of content, and it still work. That made me go like, well, maybe I could do that. Because, like, I still have a webcam, and I have an account that's not poisoned with a bunch of baggage now. So maybe I'll start posting on there sometime in the future. I don't like, again, I have no specific plans. This is just something I thought about and am now comfortable with saying, like, yeah, I'll probably do it eventually.
Yeah, I mean, take your time, man. Take your time. We will be seated. We will be seated.
And also, hey, it'd be great if I could finish a book next year too. That'd be nice.
Ooh, like, even just just like a first draft, that would be really cool.
You know what's been on my mind recently? Just because I want to draw more, and I'm just like in that mode of like, fuck the world, be creative, no matter what, no matter the audience.
Yeah.
I'm fucking thinking, what if I just make a fucking webcomic?
Do it.
Just go full one from One Punch Man, Mob Psycho. Just go full one.
Yes, do it. Do it.
One. Oh, okay.
I already have like the pitch in my head, and it's just like, oh, it's a battle kind of thing, but it's weird and psychological, like the Black Video arc of Yu Yu Hakusho, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the power system is based off of deals with the Fae.
Ooh.
So, like, the more you give up, the more power you have, but the less of a person you are, and there's a logic thing there.
I'm very curious to see how it's going to work. I guess I could talk about, like, I mean, I'm already kind of doing a lot of stuff. Like, that's kind of part of the reason I'm like, man, I don't really feel like I have, like, goals this year, because I'm still working on Victory Buster. I just got halfway through scripting Season 3, and I know Season 2 isn't even out yet, but, like, I already wrote all of Season 2. We're just, like, working on getting, like, it voiced and, like, drawn. Although we're like 3 out of... Okay, I'll give you, like, a prediction. So there's 5 episodes in Season 2. Episode 6 through 10. Episode 6 is drawn. Episode 7 is close to drawn. Episode 8 is all drawn. Episode 9 and 10 are yet to be drawn. That's how it's going right now.
Hell yeah.
So and I'm still doing videos. I just recorded earlier the first video of 2026, which I already teased on my community tab, so I could say it. It's Gavon. I'm doing Gavon for the first one. Yeah.
Gavon.
It
Yeah, I'm
always
also
hits me how weird, like how disco that theme is.
it's very 80s disco. Anyway, so that's gonna be the first because obviously there's the new semi reboot coming. So I want that. I always like to open the year with like a Toku thing. Like for the last 3 years, like 2024 I did Return of Ultraman. 2025 I did Go Ranger and Jaka, and now 2026 I'm doing Gavon. So I kind of want to keep up the theme of doing like a at least starting a Toku like retrospective of some kind on 2026. Or not 2026. Every beginning of the first video of the year. I also started half recording a Dragon Ball Z video that I've written since 2023, and I'm only like polishing it up as I go record this. I'm only halfway recorded. It's like it's gonna be like a big one because it's gonna be like 10 minutes. I mean that's big for my standards. Let's be real. Like, but I am pretty. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm just like screw it. Like why not? I want to talk more about Dragon Ball in the coming year because there's a couple topics I want to do relating to the series. So let's get this Z video done with.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of the big scripts that that I've left behind. That I'm like, okay, we're finally getting around to doing that one. Not sure if I'll continue with Doctor Who because I did do the Ninth Doctor thing, but then like the finale of the new season just kind of burnt me out, and so I'm not sure when we'll get back to Doctor Who. But I do want to get back to it eventually at some point, or at the very least look at some like older episodes or classic episodes. We'll see.
I think given your propension for Showa Toku, you would get very into the Third Doctor's era.
Third Doctor, yeah, I already like the Seventh Doctor.
Gotta tap into Showa Doctor Who, man.
Yeah, exactly. I love Seventh Doctor stuff.
Wait a second, hold on.
What?
Let me ask you this: should it be called Elizabethan Doctor Who?
Yes.
What?
Because Showa is named after the Emperor. So I'm going like, what was the monarch for that era of Doctor Who?
I mean,
well, that means we haven't even started Charlesian Doctor Who yet.
No, but we can just fake it with Kamen Rider because Kamen Rider doesn't actually follow Showa Heisei correct either.
Okay, we're just overcomplicating it at this point.
I know, I'm making a joke.
I know, but we know. I know. Yeah, so Galvan will be the first video analysis of the year. I am working on season 2 of Victory Buster still, like, and I'm like, you know, shit's working. I just in the background, a lot of things are moving. It's just I need to keep it moving, and the people be busy because I work with people. It's like, and they usually they use their valuable free time to waste it on me, and I feel bad about that, but I try anyway.
Oh my god, we try.
I'm glad things are happening in your life.
And like also I have like a real life, like I mean tomorrow this is already by the time this episode comes out it'll already be like I'm going to a Beyblade local tomorrow with my friends and then like
rip.
Yeah, or go shoot. There's the Beyblade local and then I'm also doing probably a New Year's Eve thing with them. We'll see. Here's hoping. But like yeah, I'm also just gonna try to get out more with my friends. So you know, a little balance between like creative goblin work and just hanging out with friends. And you never know what else will happen, what other opportunities will arise. Do we want to wrap it up?
All right, Wild Wild West, Jim West.
Not again, not again.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Boingo, you go first.
Hey, howdy. Guess what? I'm Boingo. You can find me on a variety of places on the internet, including but not limited to YouTube and Twitch. Just search for Boingo Writer.
Do that. Snow cone? That's a very broad genre. Like people could be thinking they're fighting northern lions. So, anyway, Sim.
I am Simeon. I do things on the internets. You can find them by looking in the video description. And yeah.
And I'm Buster, one of the hosts of one of the 4 hosts. Hi, I'm Buster. You can find me at my YouTube channel by both of them, and you can also subscribe to Modular Media to see what other kooky shenanigans we all get up to as we approach the new year of 2026. God forbid things go wrong, and even if they do go wrong, we're still gonna be here to entertain and quip about it. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next year. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
20th anniversary of Naruto next year, everybody get hyped.